Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now, the reason I read that is because I was watching this Marching to Zion film, just a little bit of it. I originally found this, what I'm going to show you here, when he released this movie in parts. I found this little thing I'm going to show you, but I wanted to take a second look at it after Brother Brian had done the expose on this film in the parts that he released. In the second part, I think it was on the producer or whatever, the filmmaker, Paul Wittenberger, who you'll see in this film. I wanted to take a second look at this because this particular thing I'm going to show you appears over him. Now, if you go to the up here, you have the tracker. As you're going through the film, it marks the timing of the film. Now, if you go to the 666 mark of the video, which is 7 minutes and 6 seconds, this is what you have to go there, click the link 666, and then immediately pause the video. So we'll click the link, and then we pause the video. And what we find at the 666 point here, let me go to full screen, as you see in the glass back here, what appears to be the word beast, B-E-A-S-T. You see this in the backwards because they're inside of meeting room here, so it's written on the glass, but it appears backwards in the film here. Right over his head, as you hit that 666 point in the video. And some brother found a picture of this. Who would ever take a picture of this for whatever reason? I don't know. I looked for photos of the library and things like that to find this and couldn't find it. And some brother found a picture of this, and this is what it actually looks like on the outside. And apparently what it is it's a meeting room called B, and it's in the east part of the building. So according to Anderson, he said there's a meeting room B East and a meeting room B West. But it's very interesting that it spells out, appears to be beast. You see the change in the font there. And they had to reserve this room. Now, who knows how, if you say I want B East or I want a meeting room, and they say, well, we have this one available, and you get to, I'll take that, or I'll wait till another one's available. Who knows how that works? You have to call the library if you want to find out, I guess. But it's very interesting that they would be sitting in this room, with the apparent word beast there, and it happens to come up at that point in the film. That is not per chance. The odds of that happening, I don't know what they would be. But things like that don't happen. That is, that's showing you that there is a Antichrist spirit in this film. As I showed you in this other video I just did here, with the Roman Catholic Church in Altoona, sits on the corner of 13th Street and 13th Avenue. Things like that just don't happen per chance. And if you watch this, it's only a minute and a half. I'm not going to play it in this video, but on the other side of the street, there's a tax office and there's a funeral home. And then on the other side, over here on this side of the street, is a Catholic school. That is not, things like that don't happen randomly by chance. That is set up that way because there are principalities and powers that have dominion over certain areas, and there are certain strongholds in this world where they have, such as like the Prince of Persia, and in the Bible there when Daniel was praying, and the angel of the Lord was hindered from coming to help him because there are behind the kings and whatnot. You see this all throughout the Bible in the world. There are spiritual forces behind them that have reign over those areas. And this is just showing you in this film that this is a propaganda film against the Jews, and there's an antichrist spirit behind this film. And I have no idea how I even spotted this. I just have to say it was the Lord that showed me. And then I later on come back to it after he did the video on Wittenberger, and I just had this like impression to come back and look at. I knew it was around the 7-minute mark, but then I came back and looked at it specifically, and I was like, boy, that's 7:06. That's actually, it can be broken down into 6 minutes and then 66 seconds like that. And when you put in that link into YouTube, a lot of people will, if they're watching a long video, they'll save their spots in the video by putting a little minute marker there, and then they can go click on that minute marker where they put that, and it'll take them to that point in the film. I thought it was very interesting that YouTube would allow me to put that up there like that and then take me to that spot in that film, because that's not really, I don't know how it all works, but that's not really 666 is not really a minute marker as far as here, but it takes me right to 7:06, and there it is, that word beast over his head. And this man is still involved in making Hollywood films. He didn't stop doing that. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And again, I'm not sure if this is somebody's blog who took a picture of this outside of there. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to point out that little thing there, that if you're still listening, this guy is being used. He's being used to create propaganda against the Jews for the Antichrist. In this film, he has identical clips and propaganda material that were in, I forget the name of that video that Brian mentioned, The Eternal Jew, which was a Nazi propaganda film. He has exact same footage in his film that Hitler had in his film. So all this is, and I went through all of those little 5-10 minute videos he made and just showed you how he was lying throughout the whole entire series and misusing scripture. And all this film is a propaganda film against the Jews. So if you're still listening to this guy, get away. If you have any common sense anymore, stay away from him, because he's being used. He very smart, very intelligent, is not going to be reproved, and he that is often reproved and hardened his neck will suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. He's been soundly reproved in many different areas of his teaching, and he just doesn't listen to it. So stop following him. He's going to be destroyed. If he's saved, he'll have nothing at the judgment seat of Christ. And at some point, I'll show you a video, or I'll make a video showing you how people who are against the Jews will be ashamed at the judgment seat of Christ. Anyway, that's all for this video. I hope it was a help to you, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.